So Lego on social media for the last 10 days has been teasing.
They've been teasing this so hard.
The largest Lego set to date, and it's going to be a Star Wars set, which makes sense.
Do we know if it's going to be Star Wars?
Yeah, it said in the post. It's
They've been teasing this so hard. One of my friends that like Pokemon Go with, Kara, she knew about this.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like nerd things.
Yeah, they've been putting it like sponsored posts for a while.
It makes a lot of sense.
Facebook and all that.
It makes a lot of sense to me because before the Star Wars line of Legos in '99, you had like the astronaut line and the adventure line and all these like generic themed lines. Then you got Star Wars, and Star Wars exploded. You know, I remember getting that original Battle of Endor set with the 2 stormtroopers in the tree, and I thought how cool that was. And I got the original X-wing and the original B-wing. Very, very cool sets, and it's crazy to see how Lego sets have evolved now here in 2017.
I don't like it.
You don't know what it is though.
I like the.
You don't know what the set is.
I'm saying the older sets I liked a lot more because like I liked it when they tried to do
with more pieces,
with like older pieces.
Yeah.
Because now they're just making new pieces to be lazy. I liked it when they tried to like force to make things with the pieces they already had existing.
My thing is
they're making
like
too many new ones now.
Well, so I have the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, for example. Okay, and to do the top dome, it's a bunch of fins that fold down. The original Millennium Falcon that came out, I think it was '99 or maybe it was 2000. You can correct me in the comments below. But it was like 4 hemispheric pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at 4 pieces. This Force Awakens model has like hundreds of pieces to make that top dome. So I always prefer that, just because it's more pieces. It's a little bit more detailed. I enjoy that.
You can give Lego more of your money.
You can. Well, here's the thing though. So I want to get into, first off, I have some notes here that I want to go through. I've done some legwork, and I briefly went through this last week. But the top 5 largest Star Wars Lego sets to date, I have. But before I get into that, just what do you guys think this could possibly be? We see a picture of all the pieces sprawled out on the table. We have no, it's not, they're just there. What do you think it is, Nick?
So my question is like, do they announce it when a trailer drops for this movie? That way they reveal something in the movie where it's like, see that thing in the trailer? That's what this product is. That's what I think is gonna be. That's what's gonna happen. Like
No.
I guarantee you, that's what's gonna happen.
That's so annoying.
I guarantee you to be something in that trailer that's likely gonna be like, I'm trying to think of the movie like the Hoth battle or something in the Hoth, because that's what this movie's gonna be. It's gonna be copy and paste of episode 5. I'm trying to think of what's in that movie.
The medical frigate. We're getting the medical frigate.
Like, I'm trying to think what's in that they might build. I don't know. I have no idea what it'll be.
David, is this going to be a set that we've seen in the past?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think it'll be a new set.
Really?
Yeah.
What if it is the Dreadnought that we were talking about earlier?
That would be cool.
Maybe.
Where you can, like, lift the thing up and see inside the crew?
Well, let's take a look at past sets and see if past has any hint to what the future could be. Okay, so I'm going to start. I got the top 5 largest Star Wars Lego sets to date. We're going to go back to 2002. Number 5, the 10030 Imperial Star Destroyer. Images there on your screen. And this was the first time we got an Imperial Star Destroyer. And it came in
This is what it is.
3,096 pieces.
Do they have a modern Star Destroyer set?
They do. It's out right now. You can still buy it.
I might go buy one because that looks beautiful.
That is like $400. Okay, cool.
I
So
will not be buying one.
coming in at number 4, get this, coming at number 4 is the Super Star Destroyer that came out in 2011. You can still find this in select. It's
Hard.
It's hard. It's sometimes at the Lego store. It's rare now. You have a better chance of just spending a lot of money on eBay or Amazon. 3,152 pieces. You see the image there on your screen. And this was what blew us away because the detail and the scale of this. The price point was a bitch for your wallet. Coming in number 3, and this is a set that I have not gotten, and I wish I would have. I think it's still on some shelves. Is that 75059 Sandcrawler. It came out, and I want to say it was like around like 2012, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
14 according to Lego.
14, okay, 3,200 pieces, 3,296 pieces to be exact.
$300.
Worth it. It's massive. It had like, what, 14 minifigures? It was like an unprecedented amount. And the detail was great, playable. Fantastic. Number 2. Coming at number 2, we finally got to the Death Star. This was 10188, the Death Star, 3,800 pieces. It's the one that is playable, right? So it has all the different scenes as you go through the levels, and I think it's all A New Hope scenes. I might be wrong. There might be some Return of the Jedi in there as well.
$400.
Yeah, Legos are expensive.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, they're not cheap. The number 1, the largest Star Wars Lego set to date, 10179, the Millennium Falcon, 5,100 pieces, 5,195 pieces.
That was $500.
That was a UCS model, right? Correct? The Ultimate Collector Series?
No, this is the MSRP, whatever that means.
That's the normal. I don't know what it stands for. It's
Spin the image around, will you, Dave?
it's the normal manufactured set price or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's the Ultimate
Manufactured
That's the Ultimate Collector Series.
It's still really damn expensive.
Well, that's the whole point. It's the Ultimate Collector Series. I mean, those are like that is the upper echelon of the Star Wars line.
You're not buying that for your kid, like.
Oh no, that's totally for display.
So like when you buy your action figures, you don't take them out of the box. When you buy a limited edition Millennium Falcon, do you leave it in the box or do you set it up?
Well, here's my thing, and I know a guy who does this. He buys 2 of every
I was
set.
gonna say, do you buy 2?
He buys 2 every set.
Spend $1,000 on.
His X-Wing fighter, if you look, there are people that will pay thousands of dollars for the 99 X-Wing.
I'm surprised.
It's ridiculous. So he buys 2 of each one. It works out. I mean, I have, like I said, I've got sets going back to '99, but I open it up and I play with them because that's why I like Legos. I like to build the diorama.
You know the biggest Star Wars, or not Star Wars, biggest Lego set is?
What?
Any guesses?
Is it the Taj Mahal?
It is the Taj Mahal. Do you know how many pieces?
Isn't that like 7,000 or is it 10,000?
It's 5,900.
Is it 5,900? Okay, yeah.
This is supposed to be bigger than
That is the architecture set, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So those architecture sets are. I know a buddy who got the not the Big Ben, but he got the London Bridge, and that was a pretty hefty. I think that was like somewhere around 3,500 pieces. I'm excited to see what it is, but I really think it's going to be another Millennium Falcon.
I think
If you look at the color scheme of the bricks that are down there, I mean, it's either that or it's going to be a destroyer.
I think it's the Dreadnought.
You think it's the
I
Dreadnought?
think it's the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought from Last Jedi. I would be okay with it because previously, and you can correct me down in the comments below, I'm pretty sure every UCS set we've gotten so far has been original trilogy era.
So I'm looking at the comments of this article from Star Wars Newsnet.
Okay, yeah.
.com,
Okay.
and somebody says that it's confirmed that this set will be 7,541 pieces. That's what, like 1,600 more than the Taj Mahal?
This thing's gonna be like $700.
How do you build this thing? And that's the other thing too, the price point. I said last week, and I got no comments on this, which I was very thankful for. It's literally somewhere between $300 and $900 for this Lego set, right?
I would ballpark it at $750.
Oh my god, what if this was the first Lego set that cost more than $1,000?
I don't think they do
Why
that.
would they do that?
I would hope not.
I don't think so.
That would be terrible.
I mean, they can't even keep the one set that I want, which is the Saturn V rocket set. They can't even keep that in stock. How are they plan on keeping this thing in stock?
Here's someone else who's saying that there's a leaked comment that it's going to be the Falcon, and it's going to price between $600 and $800.
You don't need it.
It'll have the crew of Episode 5 and Episode 7. So Han, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, some of the Minox, maybe Lando, maybe Luke, and then Rey, Finn, BB-8, Old Man
Maybe
Han.
we should have said spoilers on this.
Well, we can put up the
Just
little fact sheet.
read the whole list off, why don't you?
Well, I'm sorry.
I just don't think it's going to be the Falcon. I hope I'm
it's
right, because I don't want to see it.
Well, David brought up a very good point, too. We need to thank the guys over there at Star Wars and the gals over at StarWarsNewsNet.com. They are the best Star Wars aggregator on the internet, and they are apparently a source of much of David's research, which is great because you guys are trusted. You guys are great. Very good to us. Okay, so we're excited for this Lego set, but we're just not sure what it's going to be.
Start saving now, David.
Oh, jeez. We have to update. We have to buy a new camera. I can't get that. I can't do that.
Like, do we need to have conversations now about, like, when you're allowed to buy this and...
I think it's safe to say that I won't buy it, but maybe we all go in on it together.
So,
okay.
Like, do you need me to stop you from buying this if we're walking around Walmart one day? Like if you try to put it in the cart.
Oh, dude, if I get this, I'm buying it through Lego, so I get those reward points.
We might be able to like recoup some of our losses too if we do like if we buy it day one, build it day one,
and post the
do
video.
a time lapse video of us building and like a video, like we might be able to recoup some of the money back from view count.
Do you want to do that?
No, I want to spend money on.
Oh god.